We have the mother of all crashes in just about every sector. And I have an urgent message to you. Even though it just seemed like I slurred my words, it is the morning and I haven't even drunken yet. But you need to do this now. And my friends are calling me. They're like, hey, Bravo, I'm so confused. What do I do, man? Like, I see the stock, the portfolio. Should I move it? I mean, I haven't had like one of those frightening calls since my friends went through divorce, and they're like, what's this alimony and child support thing? Oh, everyone wants to know, will my portfolio, will my nest eggs be safe? And I say no. And we have insiders that are dumb. No, they're not dumb. They're actually dumping stocks at the fastest pace in a very long time. And I just got this from my buddy Steven Van Meter, who likes to dig into the numbers like I do. Actually, in August, the CTAs, they dumped about 15 billion, but you wait. August, we got a whole lot more. We got 47 billion, 30 billion, 57 billion. We have so much more coming. So retail, make sure you get out there and buy all of their dumps, because August, September, this is going to be the month to remember because it rhymes with September. We're also going to sprinkle this video with a little bit of civil unrest that the news is definitely promoting. But look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Do you see? Can you see a head and shoulders? Can you see a top that you just you just made? And then you had the bottom, and then retail said buy the dip, and now we are currently here. Well, except currently here is if you look at my time, that's 1929. Looks a bit similar, doesn't it? And I was going to say, you just wait. You don't want to break that line right there, right? That would be support. But as you know, well, maybe you don't know, they actually broke that support. And they're like, oh no, we're going to head back up. It's just all of these bear market rallies, they just pull everyone in. Which that last one, if I were to fast forward to today, what did it pull you guys in? And if you ever want to learn how to do this, you click on this button right here, predictions. You go price range right there, and you go to the bottom. We started at the bottom. Now we're here. That bounce that we just had was almost 16%. Kind of like this bounce from long ago had a 20%. And you see, we keep on a bouncing. Well, that is until you basically fall off of my screen. And look at some of these bounces on the way down. And I'm going to turn on this line right there. That's you can come back into the market, or you can leave the market line. That's my 200, also found in the course. I'll teach you about how to do all this. 20 is not a word. 20% down. 6.66. Okay, 666 should probably be an omen. Kids, yep, I think that's time. Well, we're done. A 26% bounce. No, I'm sorry. 26 points down, 16.10% drop. We have a 17% bounce. We have an 8% bounce. Yeah, 8.39% bounce. And then we have a 73.77% bounce. I mean, that basically goes from $40 to $80. When do you enter in? Right there. When do you exit? Right there. See, that's why we swing trade. It's like, it's not okay. All right, we're waiting. We didn't really lose much. Okay, we're gonna enter back in right there. And I know this is on the monthly, but just work with me on this one. We're gonna pretend a little bit. Okay, so what was it before we exited? We made 65%, and then we exited our position. See how it pulls back, and then, okay, we're going to make another run. Even during the Great Depression, what is 1935? Great Depression. What are we putting in? We're going to grab another 81%. You know what we're not going to do? We're not going to get caught on that one. No, because I know sometimes it gets exhausting. You got to enter, you got to exit. What was this one? How much did they lose on this one? This is 45% down. That didn't happen to you. Also, it didn't happen to you because that was 1929. And if it did, well, congratulations. And if you were born in 1929, you would be 93 years old. So happy birthday. And this is financial advice. I would take all of your money, sell it all, okay? Travel the world so your kids and the grandkids and the great-grandkids won't spend it in the metaverse. And that is sarcasm. We only paper trade on this channel. But in all honesty, I know you're like, well, what do we do? Where are we moving? I know you said move money. Do we move it into silver? Do we move it into gold? Do we move it into stocks, bonds, crypto? I don't know, Bravo. Please teach us. Well, I will. You come over here to this little thing called DXY, the dollar. It is the dirty shirt of all the shirts hanging up in your closet. And for safety, you might want to look at DXY. Or, for tradable, because you can't trade that. That would be UUP. There's only one thing you got to look for. That red line that's right there. That one. And it almost got, well, it did get me out. And I put it in a swing trade. I think I maybe lost $5 on that one. I mean, it was like nothing, but it was way too close for comfort because that line, you break that support, you come all the way down and you meet that one. That is called an ascending broadening wedge. But actually on that trade, I was jumping the gun a little bit. We still hadn't had confirmation on the MACD. You'll learn that in my swing trading course that you take advantage of my Labor Day sale. Link in the description. And then, but if you were following as a swing trader, that would be that candle right there. One candle above the Bravo 9 and you ride your money all the way to the moon. If you want to know how it goes, it went all the way up here, touch that line. That would be, that's resistance. It came all the way down here. It hit, that's your support. And then it bounces, okay? There's the Bravo 9, confirmation, one candle close, also confirmation number 2, MACD crossover, and you just ride it until you see a candle that closes right below that little guy. Also, I would be shocked if the market does not bounce on Tuesday. This is your Qs. This is your NASDAQ. You do have a trend line right there. See that yellow one? You fell below it, but I think it's going to find some bouncy bounce on that one. You had a 9 sell-off, and it's still moving. So let's watch the next bounce and then be prepared for the real doom and gloom. But coming in from Market Insider, we have futures. Hey, look at that. Oh, they're up. How's my NASDAQ? Up. I like that. There we go. So see, Tuesday's not going to be bad. Maybe I can get one right this year. Michael Burry and Jeremy Grantham have warned an epic. I'm going to agree with them. What do you think? What do you think is going to make this market go boom? It's not. It's going boom in that direction. Have warned of an epic stock market crash is what? Underway. But Bravo, the market went up 18%. Yes, but watch. Watch how it goes down. That's how markets move. Up and down, up and down. Here's what 5 doomsayers expect to happen next. And I say, don't worry about what they have to say. Just learn how to trade the charts. You go from, see, right? You have different assets. You're like, okay, we're going to move into the dollar. Okay, we're going to swing trade. Okay, we're going to move into crypto. You're probably going to have to wait on that one. Yes, but Bravo, I will just dollar cost average. Well, tell that to the 90-something-year-old, whoever's watching my channel right now, that tried to dollar cost average for 30 years in the Great Depression. That's all this. See this? This is a very long, from 1930 to the middle 1950s is a long hodl game. Also, if you take into account this thing called inflation, that didn't work in your favor also. But there's also even more warnings out there. Why shouldn't it be as bad as the 1970s? Historian, okay, not an economicist, Niall Ferguson, has a warning for investors. Well, what is that? Warning, the historian warned Friday that the world is sleepwalking into an era of what? Political, you see this? I see some political tension. Oh, it's a-coming. And economic upheaval. Akin to the 1970s, but this time it is going to be more worser. And I will not bore you with the boats going behind him, but I will tell you it's bad. And if I even scroll on down, even Mohammed, hey buddy, how you doing? Hey, get out of these distorted markets. How much more warning do you need? I mean, everyone's warning you. The Fed's warning you. The Fed warned. They're like, we're out, cashed in, We're all out. That was it November? We're out. Everyone's out. Elon's out. All the money managers, CTAs, we're out. This month, we're selling everything. And if you don't know what you're doing and you have not taken advantage of all of my offers down below, see this? You look for a 200-day moving average. Wait until it just keeps beating down. I know, but I want to be in the market. Well, then swing trade it. Do my Bravo's daily watch list. We swing trade all day long. If you don't want to do that, you just want to wait. Just wait for the 200. Get one candle close above it, and then you can come back in. Or just wait for things like this. $3 trillion CARES Act, or whatever they're going to care about you for something to go into more debt. Or the Fed going to zero. So it's just, see, look, here we go. And that's what happened there. A lot of burr, a lot of bonds. And I mean, even like Elliott Wave, one of the guys I followed, he said, you break this line right there, which we clearly did. 5 to 10 year bear market. We have a kiss of death happening. We have the Fed just beginning to tighten. And this month, over the next 30 days, you're going to start to feel it and see it. Oh, and by the way, I hate Elliott Wave. I will say this since the beginning of time, I cannot count those numbers properly. I just listen to the experts and I'm like, give me your date, give me your support, give me your lines. Okay. And I haven't even talked about the civil unrest, the political upheaval, you people getting mad. There is a definite divide from the haves, the have-nots, the have-wants, to just people wanting to burn the whole thing down. And everyone is extremely mad, and they think politicians will fix it all. I mean, look at this coming from MSNBC.
Tiffany Cross. And these days, it feels like we are not just at the brink of a civil war, but that one has already begun.
Okay, not that we're at the brink of one, but a civil war has begun. That is what the media is telling me. And believe it or not, all of these political upheavals and everything bad and burning things down, it's probably going to come from Europe. China, China will shut that down really fast. 70,000 Czechs protest over energy crisis. Yes, the 70,000, that's a lot of people. And this is the first rally because the people are mad. So the people are mad. Oh, you haven't even hit winter yet. Oh, winter is coming. And another one of my friends that is over there, Neil McCoy Ward, go follow his channel. He has been blowing up my phone. He's like, dude, you should see what's happening over here. I'm like, bro, you live on an island, Isle of Man. And he wants me to come over. I'm like, okay, maybe if it said like Isle of lots of women, okay, I'm on the first flight. Why do I want to go over there with you guys burning the place down? I'll be over here. They haven't started yet. Just the gasoline currently. As Europe implodes, it plans radical intervention. That's usually, why was that an intervention? I don't know. I wanted to say a medical word. Including, these things always work really well. Including price setting. That doesn't work. Suspending the derivatives market. Oh, that'll work great. And Europe-wide margin call bailouts. Bailouts always work really well too. So now you understand when I say we're just beginning. Move your money. I mean, you don't have to. Don't listen to me. What do I know? I usually get things right most of the time. I may be a few days early, but that's okay. But the police are preparing for a tidal wave. Okay, let me just say this again. Police prepare for a tidal wave of violent crime and civil unrest as the cost of living, not yet, bites this winter. And I have been saying this for 24 months, 2 months. I said, find your place outside of a city that is safe, around nice people. Even if it's in California, fine. Just, if you're okay with the taxes and the government overreach, but okay, if you can find a community of nice people, maybe along the cove somewhere, the coastal, okay, I'll give it to you. But they are having plans. They're planning this out because they know the shat is going to hit the fan. And how is this? Oh, we're going to have some shootings, stabbings, burglary, online fraud. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. It could be. Okay, we'll put online fraud in there. Sparked by Putin's energy war. And also, just in case you thought you feel good, I guess the politicians are telling you everything's great. Well, the president, not so much. He has lots of flames behind him now. But you guys have had like all-time lows of consumer send me a mint, also known as sentiment. Consumer sentiment, I could zoom in on that, but I'm not going to, fell to a record low. I mean, you can see it. See the red? You go all the way back to the 70s. And here did you like the video? Please? Thank you. So here I am every day, even working on this Labor Day, even though barely even showing on this Labor Day, helping you, just telling you this is what it's like out there. This is what's going on. You're probably not going to get the truth from the media. That is why you have me. That is why, did you subscribe? That would be great. And then I am your constant reminder of, are you doing something or are you not? And I will see you tomorrow.